If you want to know how to make the perfect Ewedu soup, you are in the right place. Today, I'm showing you my fail-proof method to get that vibrant green color and incredible stretch. No more watery Ewedu. Hi, my people. My name is Mo. Welcome back. The first thing I'm going to do now is to carefully pick my Ewedu leaves. You can see the way it comes, so I'm going to remove the actual leaves from the stem. So you have to be careful in doing this. Because I'm very selective, this is the way I do mine. Some people do not mind if little stems come up, but to be honest, I think it contributes to the fact that most people that do this, their Ewedu soup do not drop. So I really take my time to remove the leaves from all these things just like this. And personal preference, if you are eating all this stem in it, you won't like it at all and it will not come out nice, even the look. So that's how I do mine. And again, if I realize that the leaves are actually big leaves, I do it this way as well. I remove it like this so that the tiny stick, the tiny stem in the middle will not be together with the leaves. So I carefully do my hair. That is why most of the time it is very difficult for me to eat Ewedu soup outside, but I still do it anyways. So now I'm going to put some water in my pot and let it get boiled before we use it. So my people, do you call this Ewedu or jute leaves or molokia in your part of the world? Please let me know in the comments. I want to know where you're watching me from. So now I'm going to rinse my Ewedu thoroughly because there is a lot of sand in it. So I have to just make sure that I rinse it thoroughly. I did the rinsing like 3 to 4 times, but you can rinse yours as many times as you can. Just make sure that the water runs clear before you stop rinsing. So after rinsing, I'm going to put it in a sieve and let the water drain before I use it. I have a question I want to ask you, my people. Is it true that this Ewedu leaves is just peculiar to the Yoruba people of Nigeria, or there are other places in the world that this is their food? I really want to know. You can see how dirty the water is. That's why you should not take chances in making sure that you rinse your Ewedu leaves thoroughly. And also, most people say that you cannot really enjoy Ewedu soup alone, that it does not exist in isolation. You must always pair it with gbegiri. Is that true? For me, I don't think that's true because I enjoy my Ewedu soup with my stew, my chicken stew alone. One of the important ingredients in Ewedu soup is iru, also known as locust beans, fermented locust beans. If you are using iru, make sure that you clean your iru well. But I am very sure of the source of this and it is very clean. That is why I didn't bother rinsing it at all. So there is what we call iru pete and iru wuru. Iru pete is matched iru and that's the perfect kind of iru for Ewedu soup. But because I don't have that and it's the one that is not matched that I have to improvise by pounding my own to make it matched before I use it. So you can buy the already matched one to use. So now I'm going to cut the Ewedu leaves. It is absolutely optional because it's still going to cook in boiling water anyways. But I just like cutting it this way in case there is any long stem I mistakenly cut with it, so that I will not be seeing that long strand. That is why I prefer to cut it this way, and it will give me easy access to turn it at the initial stage of cooking. That is why I did this. It is optional. You don't have to do this. So after doing that, you're going to check on our water. If it has boiled, you can reduce the water if you feel the water is too much so that you not have watery Ewedu. Then after that, add your bicarbonate of soda or baking soda. Just a pinch like I did, depending on the quantity of the Ewedu you are making. This bicarbonate of soda or baking soda helps the Ewedu to retain its green color and also helps it to cook faster. That is why. And this replaces the corn or potash that we use in our traditional cooking. In the traditional Yoruba cooking, they use corn potash, also known as potash, to cook Ewedu soup. But there is a controversy about the fact that corn is not healthy. So it's not even because of that. I just don't feel I don't like it. So I prefer this baking soda. And also There's a debate that people feel you can cook Ewedu soup without any agents that will help to activate the drawing. I don't think so. It is not like okra. So if you cook it alone, most of the time, in fact, like 80% of the time, it will not draw if you don't use that corn or bicarbonate of soda. So I pick my struggle, which is bicarbonate of soda. So when I realized that it was already soft, you cook it until it is soft. Then I added my Iru, that's my Locust beans. I added it and just stir it and let it just boil for like 30 seconds or 1 minute more before I use my broom to whisk it. There are different ways of doing this. The traditional way is the broom method. It is not the broom you use in sweeping. No, you buy a very new broom, then you cut it to the size of ijabe. We call it ijabe, so that you'll be able to use it to whisk your ewedu. And there are also people that sell it like that. You can see it. They sell it like this. This is the new ones that they do now. They already cut it and you can just buy it and use it. So I scoop out some because I want to show you that you can also use your grater to achieve this blend. But I love using broom. I love using ijabe. That's what we call it in Yoruba, ijabe. So that's what I'm doing here. You do it until you are very sure you have the right consistency. If your ewedu is already soft, before you start doing it, you get the perfect consistency. So I'm done here. You can see how it is very nice, and it is nice, like it is drawing. There is no one way about it. And one of the disadvantages of using ijabe is that you can see brooms inside, like the ones that cut, then you can remove it. So this is how to use your manual grater for it. Just pour it in and just pull it like 2 to 4 times. Then you have it. The only difference now is I think I pull it more than I should because it is too smooth. I don't really like it. I like the broom method. So I mix everything together. You can also use blender, but you have to be very careful. You can just use like 1 pulse or 2 pulse on your blender to achieve this. But my best go-to method of all time is ijabe. That's the broom method. So now it is done. I added seasoning cube and salt, just little. It is not a must to in fact you can just add just little salt and that is okay, but I wanted seasoning cube, that's why I added little. So after that, just leave it to boil for like 10 to 15 seconds and remove it from the heat immediately. Now our ewedu soup is ready. You can pair it with Nigerian chicken stew and serve it with Amala, and can also be paired with gbegiri soup to be enjoyed as Abula. If this helped you, hit the subscribe button. I post new Nigerian soup recipe every Wednesday. Thank you for watching, my people. See you in the next one.